Thank you.
Let's do this. Come on, start.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to The Grind. And as you can see, once again, we have Jen with us. So she's going to be doing 10 different moves on a 50-10 tempo, one time through, focusing now on lower body stuff. We do not need a lot of dumbbells. If any dumbbells, you can certainly do this body weight. Jen might use some lighter dumbbells, if any. Just depends on the move and what she wants to do. That same rule applies to you as well. If you do body weight with lower body stuff, you are certainly going to see the results. All right, so let's punch that time card and get to work.
Do it.
Squats. First one at T minus 10.
Oh my gosh, I'm not even ready.
Jen's grabbing her moderate weight, and she's going to have the squats just to the side, feet shoulder width, and we're going to go in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. We often do goblet squats where the dumbbell is close to your chest. No, just stick with this one. Today we're doing it on the side, so it's a little bit different, engaging different areas, but still very effective in its own way. Same rules apply on the squat. You want the pressure on your heels and anchor the toes.
Oh, I lift mine up.
I
won't do that anymore.
Well, you can certainly do that, but you want to make sure you keep in mind you're still engaging that front. You still want to anchor the toes, but ultimately that pressure is going downward, which means most of that weight is going to go to your heel. So you should be able to wiggle your toes anyway. 10 seconds. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, time. Next one's going to be side lunge to a balance. With this one, you just want to go to one dumbbell. She is going to hold this in a goblet position here to her chest. She'll go side lunge right, and then she's going to go right into a balance right there, and then she's hopping right up, holding it. Now, that's the advanced version. If you want, Jen, go ahead and show where it touches to the side right there, and then she goes back to the side. So if you're struggling with the balance, just go into that portion. And sometimes the balance is going to challenge you anyway. Good. And then again, she's lifting her knee, which is another advanced technique. And when you get to that point, you're definitely getting into more of that advanced movement. 20 seconds. The dumbbell is not necessary. Again, keeping it to your chest just kind of changes the features of that, adds a little spice to the movement in general. But if you don't have a dumbbell, it's perfectly okay in this case. 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. So nice. We switch it and do it twice, but on the other side. At T minus 7 seconds. In 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Balance. It's deceptively challenging. Just going into that motion there. Same rules. She went right into the advanced version. If you need to, go into that toe tap or you step into the floor. But she has a nice stretch here. I didn't address it in the last move. So as she does it, she's extending that leg. A lot of times a common mistake is people want to bend it. You don't want to bend this. You want to extend it, really engaging as you open it up. Adductors, abductors should feel it. That's inner outer thighs. And we have 20 seconds. Good breathing, 2. T minus 10. 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1, and time. Okay, this one we're going to grab 2 dumbbells. Reverse lunge to a knee raise, right side. So you're just going to step back. Everything's going to be on the right, driving up with that right knee. Let's do it. That's your right. Again, one of the things you want to focus is she wants to keep the shoulders back, chest out, chin up. Always helps because that will naturally draw your spine into that neutral position where we want it. Common mistake is where you want to lean forward. Balance is going to happen. Balance issues will happen. And that's okay too. And if you are struggling with balance, you can always go in toe tap instead of driving right to the knee. And that's okay too. Toe tap, and then if you want to lift your knee, that's perfectly fine. 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time switching sides. Same thing, other side. Now that 50-10, it's definitely going to hit the heart rate, especially with lower body. So that's the idea. 2, 1, let's do it. Reverse lunge, stepping back. good neutral posture here. So you want nice straight spine. You don't want to lean forward. And the balance portion as she's driving her knee, that's that's an advanced option, byproduct of the move itself. If you find yourself struggling, go to the toe tap to the floor. Don't worry about the high knee off the floor. When we do balance actual workouts, that's a different case, but today is all about that dynamic movement. In 10 seconds, we're going to go down to 1 dumbbell in 4, 3, 2, 1, time. 1 dumbbell, we've got the infamous Sumo Squats. So this is a wide stance, toes are pointed outward. This dumbbell, you can either hold it in the downward position or Goblet Squat. Either one is fine, whichever is more comfortable for you. Jen chose Goblet, and she's got a very good wide stance. If you can't go that wide, because I cannot, it's all good. Go as far as you can. Very good. Again, the toes are pointed out. Still, same rules. You want that pressure coming backward. Still being able to anchor your toes to the floor, but definitely downward and not forward. Very common mistake is that people start to lean forward, over-engaging their quads, under-engaging their hamstrings and glutes. This is not the one you want to do that. Again, inner, outer, thighs, adductors, abductors. 10 seconds. Hope you enjoyed it because we're only doing it once.
Nice.
Bummer. Man, tear. Time. We got calf raises. All right, 1 dumbbell on the calf raise. I want her to hold the side here. We're going to go to the right foot. So you're going to balance on your right. It's also going to be in your right hand. So if you want a dumbbell here, and we're on the clock. Yep.
Can we touch the ground?
That's you're on the wrong side here. Go ahead and flip the other way. Flip the other way. Right, you want to be on the right foot, right hand. It happens. Yep, there you go. That's it. Yeah. You want the weight on the same side as the foot. Yeah, there you go. Now she's kicking it out. That's okay. You can go out or back, either one. You still want to make sure that pressure's on the right side. And if you notice, I didn't mention this, but she just did it naturally because she's been doing these for a while. Heel is off the floor. You're never trying to touch the floor. So even when she's coming down, it's just above the floor, keeping that constant time under tension. 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Switch it.
That's on fire.
It adds up quickly. Left side, also left hand. So same leg that you're actually lifting with is where your hand is going to hold it. Let's do it. Good. Again, that engages. I don't want you to focus on balance on this one. So she is holding, which is what I want you to do, unless you're just like a ballerina and you don't need to worry about it. But even still, be careful. This is another case. I know I mentioned this, but if you don't have a dumbbell, you don't need it, because that body weight is definitely going to activate the calves here. We're almost there. 15 seconds. It starts to burn. T-minus 10. 5, 4. Towards the end, you may have a hard time getting it up there, and that's all that matters. Time. When that heel struggles, you know you did a good set. All right, last 2 moves. Basically, last move is going to be on a curtsy. So goblet, 1 dumbbell, 2, 1. We're going to go curtsy, right leg to the side. And then you can either come to the side or drive it on the upward. So up here or to the side. Perfect. Back up a little bit. Yeah, there we go. And then she's coming right to the side. And that's kind of what I prefer in the beginning. And once you feel comfortable, then you can drive it on the up knee. But this is not a balance workout today. That would be an advanced movement if you wanted a little extra challenge here. Yeah, certainly after the calf raises, it's going to totally add up. All right, do it 10 seconds. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Well done, Jen. Last one. Putting all the work into it on a tough lower body movement stuff. All right, so we're curtsying left, so all the movement's going to be the left. Right leg is going to be in the front. Let's do it. Yeah. And now she's going on an angle. We did do reverse lunge, but if you're struggling with that angle, you don't have to step as far. Or if you wanted to do a second reverse lunge, go straight back. But instead of raising the knee, just go reverse lunge. That's only if you're struggling with this curtsy. Otherwise, try it. Because you do want to try to get these muscles to activate. When she comes across here, she's hitting IT bands, so it's hamstring, glutes. Certainly muscles that often don't fire as easy as like quads. Quads tend to want to take over, especially if you're a runner. We got like 10 seconds. Home stretch. Yeah, give or take, in case we want to keep going. 4, 3, 2, 1, and time. Awesome. Jen with 10 moves, but we're not done because I'm going to do this with her. We have the 30-second habit stretch that we've been maintaining. So let me set that really quick. And then we're going to go right through it. And T minus 10. All right, so just get yourself feet shoulder width, and then we're going to reach back. If I hit the start clock, here, let's push that. There we go. Helps. I have one job to do. Can't even pull that off. All right, 5 seconds. Deep breath in through your nose, reach back. And 2, 1, bend to the waist, exhale. And from this position, wherever it stops, that's where you want to stop. And then just slowly try to breathe through it. Deep breath in. Slow exhale. Jen's palms are all the way to the floor. Almost there. Don't bounce. I know they say it a lot, but it's a common problem. You start bouncing, you can easily pull something. Don't force anything wherever you feel the tension. Stop. 3, 2, 1. Slowly come back up. Deep breath in once again. Reach back. And exhale. Open up the chest. Done. Well done, Jen. Thanks again. Crushing it. This is not easy, especially on a 50-10 tempo, hitting lower body. You might feel out of breath. That's the idea on that type of tempo. So 10 different moves, 50-10 tempo, one time through, 10 minutes. Keep the habits going. And thank Jen for actually helping me out on this as I continue to recover dum-dum hip. All right. Always remember, eat healthy, train hard, most especially have fun. And we'll see your beautiful faces tomorrow. And let's continue on with the vlogging. Yeah. And we're out. Lead the way, Emily. Where are you going? Life never really turns out the way you planned, and that's okay. Because it's the lasting memories with good people that truly keep everything melded together, regardless of what we're going through. During the darkest times, it becomes really simple to look back on all those people that turned their back on us. However, it's also during those same gloomy moments that the true friends shine the brightest in our lives. Sometimes when doors slam in our face, it's meant to help us remove the clutter and spend these fragile moments in a space with people that will and have always been there during the brightest moments and the darkest hour. And it's often not until we're faced with that tragedy of having others we thought were close to us and cared about us, yet subsequently abandoned us, that our mind is now finally open to see the real gifts that have been in front of us the entire time. And I can't think of no one else I'd rather share my adventures with than the person that's willing to put themselves in harm's way and stare directly in the face of danger, simply because that's what I'm facing, and they don't want me to face it alone. And that is what being relentless is all about.
1, 2, 3, 4. What about the world we both believe in?
Very nice.
Thank you.
Let's do this. Come on. Start.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to The Grind. Today, once again, we have Jane. As you, we can't do it. All right, let's
You have me doing the stuff.